When solving multi-step equations, it's important that you recognize that both sides of your equal sign need to be simplified. In example 1, the left side is not simplified because I have a 12x and I have a negative 7x. Since they're on the same side of the equal sign, I will not use inverse operations here. This is an expression. It is just like our unit 2 where we were combining like terms. If I have 12x's and I take away 7x's, I'm left with 5x. That's 12x minus 7x. Always look at the sign in front when you're combining like terms. The negative 9 doesn't have a partner on the left side, so I just bring that part down. The right side is already simplified. All I have is the 21. What I'm left with now in this line is a two-step equation, which is what we solved for yesterday. If I were to translate the left side, I'd say 5 times a number minus 9. I said the word times, and I said the word minus. That's what we're doing now. If I want to undo these, undoing multiplication, I'm going to have to use division. Undoing subtraction, I'm going to have to use addition. Since I'm moving things to the opposite side of the equal sign, I'm using my inverse order of operations. So instead of dividing first, I need to add first. So I was subtracting 9. I'm going to add 9. If I do that to one side of the equal sign, I have to do the same thing to the other side of the equal sign. Negative 9 and positive 9 is 0, so it cancels, leaving me just 5x on the left. Bring my equal sign down. 21 plus 9 is 30. I've used my addition, now I have to use my division. I have 5 times x, I undo multiplication with division. If I divide on the left, I have to divide on the right. My 5 over 5 is 1, so I have 1x or just x equals 30 divided by 5 is 6. My variable is isolated. That's my solution. Number 2 is same concept, different approach. The left side has these parentheses. So the concept is this is not simplified yet. In order to simplify on the left here, I'm going to have to use the distributive property first. So I'm going to distribute negative 3 to 4x. I get negative 12x. The distributive property is multiplication. Then I'm going to distribute the negative 3 to the second term. Keep in mind your second term is always positive or negative based on what operation it is. If you're subtracting, that's a negative number. If you're adding, it's a positive number. So distributing my second term, it's negative 3 times negative 2. Negative times a negative is a positive. That makes this addition. 3 times 2 is 6. I bring my equal sign down, I bring down the 30. Now as I look at the left side, it's simplified. So I don't have to worry about combining any like terms. There are none. So I ask myself to translate it, and I would say that I have negative 12 times a number plus 6. So again, I said times. To undo that, I'm going to divide. And this time I said plus. To undo that, I'm going to subtract. Which one I do first depends on the order of operations. Since I am moving things to the opposite side of the equal sign, I follow those order of operations in reverse. I need to subtract here first. Instead of adding 6, I'm going to subtract 6. I want to get rid of it. I'll subtract 6 on this side, so I'm balanced. I have a negative 12x. Bring my equal sign down. 30 minus 6 is 24. I've done my subtraction. Now I have to use my division. I have a negative 12 times x. I have to move the whole thing, so I'll divide by negative 12. And I'll divide by negative 12 on the right hand side as well. This simplifies to a 1x, or just x, equals 24 divided by negative 12. It's a positive divided by a negative, so my answer is negative. 24 divided by 12 is 2. My variable's isolated, so my solution is complete.